regarding this revised schedule, because some of the colleges has given in writing that FPSC mains exam is going to be conducted in their colleges. So in that case, many colleges are going to face problem because it's overlapping with our admission date. Therefore, based on the request of the colleges, so I think we have also circulated the revised admission schedule for the colleges and universities. Okay. So now I would like to request the SAMARTH, whatever issues have come up, okay, and also brief the participants about how to go about in future because in the next steps. Okay. So after that, we'll take the questions from the colleges, whatever problems they are facing, and how it can be resolved if there is any problem. So someone who is joining, Nitin, Sarat.
Good evening, sir. Both of us are here. So
Okay. You make
I
your
will
present
proceed.
anything, so then we can take the questions from the colleges.
Sure, sir. I will share my screen and will present.
Yeah. So,
I hope my screen is visible.
uh,
Yes, it's visible.
Then can you still see my screen? Hello.
Yes, your screen is visible, Sharad.
So good evening, everybody.
ये तो अपना WhatsApp को ही दिया था।
So we have completed the first phase, that is of application for admissions yesterday, and we'll be glad to know that we have received more than 350,000 applications in Assam. More than 180,000 candidates have submitted these 350,000 applications in more than 930 programs
तो
in
minister
different parts.
মানা কৰিলে
So you must already be familiar with this interface. This is of Scrutiny. As I can see, many colleges have already completed the process, and a lot of colleges are in progress. A lot of work is still in progress. There are few more additions that have been enabled after the uh, finalization of applications submitted by the candidates. So I'll initiate again from the beginning. So you must be seeing the admission cycle on your interface. You'll have to click launch here. Then you'll have to go to completed applications. Here you'll see all the list of applications which are completed uh, by the candidates. Some colleges have also shared an observation where there's a word temp which is still coming in form numbers. These are the cases where the students have completed the application but have not generated the PDF forms. So for them, the processing is still on. So all those applications which have been rightfully submitted, the new PDFs will be generated for those, and all the temp forms would be converted to finalized numbers. So after the processing, you will not see any temp form in completed section. All the applications will be uniformly be having a numeric form number. Now, on this screen itself, there are multiple fields which are made available for you to quickly and easily process applications and select which applications you want to scrutinize. We'll select one particular college uh, for ease. Let's say West Guwahati Commerce College we have selected. So you would not get this filter because you'd already be getting a college interface. Now here, if I want to shortlist application based on the percentage obtained by the student as provided by the system, I can do that by sorting on percentage calculated column. So these are the percentage calculated based on the input provided by the candidates. As you can see, there are multiple candidates who have given 100% in calculated as well as claimed field. But for some cases, the claimed percentage is not equal to the calculated percentage. For those, the match column is set as no. For the rest, where there is a match, the column is set as yes. So you can filter on this column also. Let us see for this particular application. So there are two actions here on this button. One is scrutiny and the other one is update. I'll explain each action one by one. Let us first initiate with scrutiny. When I click scrutiny, this is the interface that will appear for the college. The college will say, see all academic uploads, personal uploads, and final status. In the academic uploads will begin from class 12. So the class 12 upload is shown on the right side, and the details as entered by the system are shown on the left side. The colleges can tell these details from what the student has provided. So, for example, the student has appeared in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 subjects here, but here the student has provided only 1, 2, 3, 4 subjects. So, for such cases, there might be an update which the college will have to do, because as per policy, 5 subjects are needed for best of 5 calculation. So college can connect with this student on the details from the previous screen and get a consent either through email or through any other mechanism to modify his application. For example, here the student in banking has mentioned 57 in maximum marks and 57 in opt-in marks, whereas here he has not studied banking as a subject altogether. So some correction needs to be done in this application. The student did not do it in the correction window, so it is up to the college or whether they would want to contact the student to modify these details or leave them as is. In case the college obtains a confirmation from the student to update these details, there is an update button here. The college can click on it. They'll be taken to an interface where they'll have to provide this declaration by typing yes in this box and then submitting. Once it is done, college is allowed to change the college specific information. No update will be allowed in the personal profile section. The only update that is allowed is in the program and college selection section. Here, the college will be able to also edit the minors. The major cannot be edited, but college can edit the minors for the student and submit it accordingly. So I'll reset it as previous minor so that the application doesn't change. And then I click on proceed. So let me just verify again whether the details are correct. So finance and marketing, I'll proceed without changing this information. Then I'll be able to move on to the next section. I'll also be able to edit the mark section here. So I'm not editing this application because we do not have the authorization yet. This was just to showcase. So after obtaining the authorization, you can do this thing, and we request you to do it only after authorization from students. Once you have done it, I'll close this. Once you have done it, you can scrutinize the application further. The next section after 12th is best of 5. Here you will be marking the best 5 subjects. As you can see, there are only 4 subjects that the student has provided. If I mark these 4 subjects as best 5, I will not be able to proceed because I have to select minimum 5 subjects for best 5. So for such cases, you may please connect with the student and verify whether they have provided the correct data or not. If need be, you can also edit this information in the student application format in the method by following the method that I have demonstrated. So I'll select one application, one dummy application I'll select, and I'll complete the process for everybody. So as you can see, I can select these 5 subjects as my best 5. And based on the selection, I can then verify the other documents, add or update information. Let's say that I want to update some information here. This was a discipline specific course, hence there was no selection of major and minor. Let me add another subject here. As you can see, I have added advanced Bodo as the 6th subject. I can upload the fresh mark sheet if the student has sent me the correct mark sheet. We also request you to print this form using this option and share it with the student for record keeping so that they also have the information of what has been edited in their profile. Once this is done, I can go back to my previous screen and can continue with my process. Now, if I go to my best 5 section, you can see that advanced Bodo has appeared as the 6th option. I can select any 5 subject as best subjects. I'm trying with 4. It will not allow me. I'll try with 6. It will not allow me. I can only select 5 subject as best 5. So I've selected my top 5 subjects. Let's select them in the right order. So this is 98 marks. And I believe English is mandatory. So the first selection is that of English. Then I have 98 marks, 90 marks, 76 marks, 54 marks. As you can see, they are already sorted in descending order for you. So it is easier for you to mark best 5. I submit. This has been recorded. My best 5 selection has been recorded. Now if I go, so my best 5 is marked against this application. So I hope this process is clear to everybody. Once all the best 5 subjects are marked, the same will be uploaded in the download section. After processing the applications completely by generating PDF for all unsubmitted, all forms for which PDF was not generated by the students, will enable the option for data export also. So colleges will be able to export program-wise data and will have these details available to them in Excel also. We request the colleges to edit the information in the portal and regenerate the Excel after they have made any update in the portal, so that they have the valid and latest information in the Excel sheet on which they can prepare their merit lists. So this is the overall process. I'll once again briefly describe this process. You will only have to select the scrutiny option. The rest of the workflow is self-guided. It is available in the same section. The first thing to verify is class 12 uploads and data. Once it is done, the next section is best 5 selection. I can, if I mistakenly given an incorrect selection, I can change that also, and I can resubmit the application. Then I'll proceed with my application and submit all these details. And whatever remark I mark as the final remark will also be available in Excel sheet. So in Excel, you'll get this remark, the final status remark in the export section, so that it is easier for you to identify the application with the remarks that you have given while scrutinizing them. This would be the process, overall process for scrutiny and best type selection. After this, the download option will also be enabled for you, and we'll be sharing a guide with all the institutions over the email as to how you can download the data. So the demonstration is complete. So I'll try and address few questions which we are getting in chat. So one question is whether it is possible to keep subject or discipline name beside update column. We have already tried with multiple combinations of the representation of data. This was the current format is as per request of multiple colleges. But don't worry, you will get an export option in Excel also, where you can rearrange the column as you wish. So for all students who have incorrectly marked or given subjects, you can change those subjects for them, uh, provided you have a consent from the students. So if English marks is lesser than the fourth subject, this it really doesn't matter. The system will accept all the 5 subjects whichever you mark. It will depend on the policy prescribed by the universities on whether English needs to be mandatorily included or not. So yes, we'll be sharing a guide, step-by-step guide of this process also. The process is same as scrutiny. The only thing is that one more option has been added, which is marking the subjects as best 5 for your help in merit preparation process. So you have the email information of students on the portal. If you find any difficulty, you can connect with the student separately and rectify their documents and details. So the option match yes no is between the system calculated percentage of class 12 vis-a-vis the percentage that the student has entered. If both the percentages match, then the match value is set as yes. if there is a mismatch in the system calculated class 12 percentage and user entered or student entered class 12 percentage, then the column is set as no. So edit option is available for all forms, whether they are scrutinized or rejected, or for all forms, edit option is available.
So I think if you have any questions from the college side, I think it is better to text. Otherwise, you know, everybody wants to speak, and it gets echoed. So if you have any query, you can write in the chat box so that we can respond to that. University हेल्पलाइन नंबर लगे so is it possible to keep the subject or discipline name beside object update column? So you can upload the video. Accordingly, after no. Somebody could not get it properly. Facing difficulty in understanding the narration. There is audio. Please check. You sign or subject of commerce in the application form. So those students who have got the science subject, science student got the subject of commerce, so they can go for edit option. Sometimes English marks is lesser than fourth subject. The system does not accept it if we use English marks. So now I'm told that this will be accepted. Please give the steps, sir. So I think you can prepare a step-by-step kind of thing. So you'll get a guide step by step. So many students have wrongly entered their SS marks. How can we contact so many students to get their consent for correction? Marks correction. No, we have already given the students the one option for editing. So when somebody is not doing, then that is the responsibility of the student. Share the demo video. So we'll share the demo video. Our college offers majors in physics, chemistry, and mathematics. If a student falls in one of the subjects, can college reject a candidate of such candidate? Means second physics, chemistry, and mathematics. If a student falls in one of or fails in one of the subjects. So that is the prerequisite, I'm told. If any one document is found to be incorrect, then what to do? So there will be an option for re-upload, and student will get an opportunity to re-upload the documents. So many students have wrongly entered their SS marks, so I think that we have already given the opportunity for correction. Okay. Please demonstrate again. So we'll upload a video regarding all the steps. So if somebody has some confusion, you please go through the video. So that will clarify lots of things. Please enable edit options for already scrutinized and rejected individual form. In case of some forms, when they are updated, it reverts back to the dashboard. Kindly resolve the issue. Okay, that is taken care of. We'll take care of it. Will there be subject edit option for the college during admission? So minor subject, you can do the edit option will be there. In case of Guwahati University, can two language subjects be offered? There is MIL group and other language group. So that I think Guwahati University would be the appropriate authority to clarify whether university is going to allow two language subjects. If university is not allowing, then I think you can't do it Noga College. However, if your university, Guwahati University is allowing, then you can go. I think you are autonomous, so you can decide it yourself. When and how will the student be able to accept, reject the forms which were approved by the college? You have timeline? Hmm. Should English be included compulsory in the best five? Yes, I think that is the no, policy. In fact, when I had the meeting with the universities, so most of the university have agreed upon that point that English should be considered as compulsory. Okay. Mm. In fact, I think Naga College, you have also whatever the selection criteria has given, and that is the best of five. Uh, okay. So that is you have already given Naga College. Is it possible to download data by major subject wise? Download data by major subject wise. So you'll get the data in Excel form. So in Excel, once you get in the Excel form, then you can sort the data as per your requirement. Okay. So once you get the data in the Excel form, I think that as per your requirement, you can get the data. So video will be uploaded. So what if a student wants to update his or profile? Profile updation. Okay. What should do regarding gap certificate? So gap certificate, I think there should not be any confusion. So universities are very clear. Okay? What should be the period for the gap certificate? Whether it should be allowed for 1 year, 2 year, 3 year, 4 year, 5 year. I'm told the Guwahati University is allowing up to 5 years. So in that case, so your university will be the guide to decide uh, regarding the gap certificate. We have given the option, so but the period has to be how to get the consent. So in any form, which the callers feel comfortable. If you want to take it to file through mail or maybe in a white paper. Tomorrow, the consent is that tomorrow there should not be any complaint from the student side that I have been allocated subjects which I was not willing to. So that once you have the consent certificate or the consent paper, then you can colleges can defend themselves. So that is the benefit of the college. So that tomorrow there should not be any question. Okay? So our advice is to take the consent. You want to take it via mail or no, any white paper. So that should be the document ready with you. If there is a tomorrow any dispute regarding the selection of subject or any student is going to complain, then you can have the defense with you that you have based on your consent, we have sent you a subject. Kindly demonstrate any college under Dibrugarh University as it does not offer best of five. Guwahati University has given, Dibrugarh University has given. So I think the main Prahasa College, no? So DHC or website, it has been notified. Okay. So if you have any confusion, the colleges under Dibrugarh University, so you have received the communication from the Dibrugarh University, not only Dibrugarh University, from all the universities and autonomous colleges, and this has been notified in the Director of Higher Education website. So kindly check the website. So if you are not getting any communication from your university, so that is the compiled one. So you can follow that no notifications by the Director of Higher Education also. When you will get the Excel sheet, so you will get sorted shortly. You have come to complete the best five option for each application. Do we have to complete the best five option for each application? Yes. For incorrect marks and T and documents, Why can't the student himself make correction rather than us taking consent of making the correction? Hmm. This means all the forms already approved, that is more than should have to be updated again. Mane? Correct? Could you say? Hmm. Hmm. Please enable edit option for already scrutinized and rejected individual forms. In case of some forms, when they are updated, it reverts back to the dashboard. No, that is, I think, taken care of. This is not a college question. We had already completed scrutiny about 4,000 applications till now. Now again, do we have to keep on selecting the best 5 subjects? Uh, Merit list, you have to select the best 5. Scrutiny is a different thing, merit list is a different exercise. Scrutiny, you have just checked whether the documents are correct or not, etc. The merit list is a different exercise. Please provide an Excel sheet of all the students registered against the college of. So that you will get Excel sheet. For students, will have to do the best 5. Yes, it is not possible to get consent from the student right now. Can we update it without contacting the students? In that case, no, if there is a complaint, then you have to face it. The consent is for the defense of the college. That is to help the college. Okay? So to contact the students, I think contact details are there. So there should not be any issue. Minor subject, yes, that can be sent during the on-spot admission process. During the time of merit list also, you can send the minor subject. Girls first will kindly request you to extend the scrutiny timeline. How can we approach student for consent? Some students write their names wrongly. Can we accept their application? So I think that will be under the name that will, appear in board exam. So as per board exam, we have to accept it. How to download statement, that options will be given. Many students are wrongly entered major subjects. Kindly solve this issue. See, we had given the opportunity for correction. So even the students are not doing, because we have to proceed our admission process. We can't keep ourselves waiting in the correction state itself. The colleges have to stick to the guideline, okay, timeline. So we had given the opportunity, still students are not doing. Explain the process of merit list preparation clearly. We have a video, video tutorial. So we'll post a video regarding preparation of merit list. Is it possible to contact all the students? It means all the students has filled up the wrong form. I don't think so. Will there be subject edit option during admission? Please clarify. Minor subject, you can do it. When can when you can receive the Excel sheet? So that will provide you. Is it possible to download the data by So once you get into the Excel sheet, so that whatever way you want to have the data, you can have it. When can be done about the students who are on hold? What can be done on hold?
The whole if you have the documents, then they were asked to re-upload. Re-upload the document, then the document is okay. Then they can accept.
Yeah. Financial management. That is generally का साथ है सर. Click best 5 subjects. Is it mandatory? As we have already verified and kept record for the best 5 subjects. Hello. Mm. 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 Yeah. Sir. হয় sir, ऐसा परीक्षामा আহিব sir, হৈ যাব. হ'ব sir. হ'ব sir. Is it mandatory to click the best 5 subject? Yes. Can you get the email IDs of before downloading the Excel sheet? Because it's difficult to every single student one time for consent. Student email ID. It is there. And I had to be shared email IDs before downloading the Excel sheet because it is difficult. Okay. Is it possible to separate the application in terms of caste? Caste wise term reservation. Okay. So it is there. So it is possible. Once they download in the Excel format, then they can segregate. Okay. How many students have wrongly entered their SS marks? How can we contact so many students to get their consent for correction? How to prepare merit list so that you will post a video. Whether all the applications in the incomplete section need to be mandatory completed by the students for downloading the Excel sheet.
No, sir. These are the applications which were not submitted by the student.
Okay. Most of the students uploaded wrong marks. It's not possible college to. So I think we had already given the options for the students for correction. Even then, they are not doing it. So Excel sheet, you'll get the options how to get download it. Email it is before. Okay, that we have. We have almost have completed schooling process, but we have noticed a new field now that is best 5. We have to start the process again for a large number of applicants. It will be again a huge task. So merit list you have to do it. That is scrutiny is only the verification of the documents. Is there any provision for Excel form your end? So that will get it Excel form. Most of us at the marks of the 6 subjects. So necessarily system calculates that is percentage out of 600 instead of 500. So for most of the applications, miss. Keep percentage. Add. Percentage out of 600. So as mismatch.
No, but get a best of 5 to
You
have to do it.
Mm.
What they can do is once they download the Excel sheet, after they download the Excel sheet, they can sort it, create a tentative managed list, and then actually scrutinize only those applications are the students who will appear in it, not the entire would apply.
Direct Excel sheet downloads for that will get it. In the scrutiny process, some documents were wrongly accepted, although they were not valid. Do you get an option to hold the subject now?
Scrutiny thing, yeah, they can send those forms which taken, and those forms you have to send them mail such form, and that will be restored, update the banks.
Hmm. Can you complete the scrutiny process by verifying the class 12 upload only without verifying other upload documents? Scrutiny process and then process the final status select section if you verify all other documents physically at the time of admission. So Sarah, please comment on this point. Can we complete the scrutiny process by verifying? I think you can follow it or not. Class 12.
Sir, I think it depends on the college policy because most of the documents are required to be verified at the time of admission, like caste certificate, because there are different merits which are associated with that. And colleges may also need to verify class 10 details also, sir, because they might need it for tie breaking, because they are limited seats and it's a merit based process. So they might need to verify class 10 details also. So it actually depends on what set of documents college want to verify prior to the publication of merit list and what set of documents they want to verify post the publication of merit list, sir.
So that college can decide it.
Yes, sir.
Okay. ठीक है. You decide. Autonomy is given to you. Most of the students have uploaded wrong documents as well. What will be the possibility for that? Is it possible to change major subject? It is not possible.
Only at the time.
Sport admission, you can change it. Is it mandatory to select English and MI? The subject English and MI.
That will it's mandatory to select number of subjects that will be switched as per the policy. Against the university that policy.
Which mark we have to consider? The mark entered by the student or the system generated marks?
Sir, I have given an answer for this. So there's no system generated marks to be very clear. The correct phrase is system calculated marks. So the student had entered one set of marks by himself. The other marks are calculated based on the subject-wise score that the student has provided. So it is up to the college to verify the score, subject-wise score that the student has provided based on the upload that the student has provided and correct it if needed, and then use the same score, which is calculated by the system based on the subject-wise score that the student has provided.
Do we have to apply reservation policy department wise? So for reservation policy, we are not going to give any advice because there is a clear-cut mandate how to do reservations. There is a government notifications. We are not the parent department to make the notifications. So parent departments have already made the notifications. So all the colleges are requested kindly to strictly adhere to the notifications published by the parent department. So reservation is not our core competency. That is not our subject also. So that is dealt by mostly the WPTC department. So whatever notifications are there, that is in the public domain by the WPTC department. And I think colleges have been giving admission over the years based on those notifications. And you are requested to kindly strictly follow the notifications of the government. Okay? So higher education department, we can't comment on how to do the reservation and all these things. So that you have to strictly follow the notifications of the department, the parent department. export data, will allow it? When will be merit list? We have to. So for that purpose, I think we have given the revised time schedule, so you can follow the revised time schedule. Option for downloading that, you will get the options. Do you have to prepare the merit list department wise or a general based merit list for the institution to be department wise? Shall we consider physical education and other vocational? So for that, you have to follow the this policy of your respective university. I think most of the universities are not allowing physical education. Some of them are allowing. So you check what is the, and for that purpose, you just go to the DHE portal or website. So the policy of the university is published in the uh, Director of Higher Education website. You can check it whether physical education should be counted or not. So that is there. So if your university is allowing, then you can count it. If a candidate apply for three subject combination in same college, then how we will understand which one of the first preference?
They'll, if they qualify, they'll be test for different. So if they apply for three subjects, and the percentages can appear in three subjects, they can appear in, they can get admission, they can take admission in the other.
Is there any problem if six subjects have marked in the form? And what's not able to happen? How to proceed for those applications kept in hold for free admission verification? We need at least one full day prior to the admission date. For three STEAM colleges, we need minimum 3 days for admission in first merit list. So I think this is covered as per the revised schedule. If order, what is that?
For this three-stream college, the idea is that even if for every merit list admission there is three, for every merit list admission there are 3 days which are given. That does not mean that these 3 days only be like for 1 day to the arts, 1 day science, 1 day commerce. The idea is that simultaneously for all 3 days, all admissions to all three streams will be open, so that a student, if after they get, because there are students from other states or there are students who might have to travel from one place to other, so it should be open. It's not that only in the first day arts admission is and it is closed for the other 2 days. For every stream, for the entire date of admission, it should be open, so that the student, even if is not been able to come on the first day or the second day, even on third day, if the student comes and the name is there in the merit list, student should be offered admission. And the merit list should not be the idea is that if a college has got seats for a particular subject, let's say 60, then the merit list should not overshoot. The merit list should not be in anticipation that some of our students will cancel or not come. That's why let's make a merit list for 100. That should not be the case, because if 100 students come, then then all the 100 students have to be admitted, which is why only as per the sanctioned seats, whichever is allowed, strictly as per that, the merit list should be there. And whatever vacancy remains, that will come in the subsequent.
So this is, let me clarify now itself. There is a query regarding the acceptance of polytechnic. So I want to just check it. Hmm. Most of the questions are repeated in nature, so we are not going to answer those questions. Hello. Is there any option for by the way, এই পলিটেকনিক or হাই সেকেন্ডাৰী ইকুইভেলেন্ট বুলি পেলাই এখন নটিফিকেশ্যন ওলাল নেকি এটা কপি দিব পাৰিব নেকি কাইলৈ দিব So there is a notification from technical education considering polytechnic as equivalent. So we'll collect the notification, we'll post in the DHC website. So you can refer that notifications, and the polytechnic has been given the equivalent status to higher secondary. So any student who has done the polytechnic, and if they are coming for UG admission for the UG courses, then you can allow based on that notification of the government. So that will be posted by tomorrow in the Director of Higher Secondary or Director of Higher Education website. How to prepare merit list, all this video will be posted. Video link, okay, is there any option for merit list, student consentment? A particular category remains vacant, can you fill up? So that So spot admission, if there is any vacancy, so you can go for a spot admission. If spot admission, instantly you can fill it up. Is it mandatory to get consent event from the correction of wrongly entered marks? Wrongly entered marks of any correct consent.
Consent or
Wrongly entered marks.
no,
Consent is only for subject change.
only for subject change or any other such things. For wrongly entered mark, if mark sheet there, they can.
Apply number. So, particular college after opening the admin link shows file not found.
Same thing, there might be a issue that they have to contact us or send a mail because so they were applying to a wrong URL.
Okay.
So we send the right URL, then automatically.
So particular college, please check. Maybe it's a wrong URL, so that's what's happening. Even if it's not pending, kindly send a mail, so we'll attend to your problem. So Excel sheet will get it. So these are the questions. Okay. So major concern remains how to get the consent from the student. Okay. Whereas subject is changed, so minor subject can be changed, major cannot. However, spot admission, during spot admission, can do it. Most of the colleges are asking how to get the Excel sheet, that will give you the option. I think that's all. Okay, thank you. And close the meeting. Okay, if you have anything, you just mail it. We'll attend to your problems.